Hey, awesome! The clock on my wall says it's time for your top plays of the week. This is Kings PA announcer Scott Moak here. This week, we're featuring your State Farm top assists. Pass me those plays.
And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. Live coverage of the NBA here on 2K Sports. A happy Sunday evening to you and yours. I'm Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Tim Legler, along with our reporter, Allie LaForce. And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Collier the point with Bailey on the wing. Lauri Markkanen is out there with Filipowski. And it's Nurkic in at the 5 spot. And for Toronto, the post pairing, Barnes playing alongside Pirtle. Out in the wings for him, it's Dick and Barrett. And it's quickly in at the point. And the NBA starting, Greg, to enter the third act of the regular season. A lot of teams looking for that extra gear right now.
Yeah, some fans might think that everything is decided at this point of the season, but there's a lot of games left and nothing is written in stone.
It'll be the Raptors off the tip. It's Dick on the wing. Barrett against Markkanen. Here's Dick. Connects from three-point range.
And that is why this team has Grady Dick, a floor spacer coming into the league with an elite three-point shot.
Markkanen good.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Nobody near Barnes. And again, Toronto with the triple.
A great idea to get your secondary scorers involved early. This helps keep everybody engaged.
And it gives the defense a lot more to think about.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
That is a quality look. You can't do it much better than that.
Well, Barrett likes to shoot threes at a steady clip, and he's pretty free with those shots.
Pass to Bailey. And it's off from three-point range. Toronto's gone 3 of 3 from deep. 9 points rung up from outside here in the first. And that one's good. Barnes.
Early on, they look great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Here's Collier. 11-point game his last outing. Here's Nurkic. Pass to Collier. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Filipowski, and that one drops for him.
And you can see he just caught a glimpse of the open man on the perimeter and immediately got him the basketball.
Here's Quickly. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. For Utah, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Toronto, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. And that one is good. Barrett's got 5 now.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
And last season, Vince Carter became the first player ever to have his jersey retired, Tim, by the Raptors.
So well-deserved. And look, prime Vince Carter is exactly the kind of player Toronto is still looking for. A 3-level elite scorer.
Here's Quickly. After the basket by Jusuf Nurkic. And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession.
Is that just a miscommunication? It just can't happen. Let's hope they get on the same page.
Here's Collier. Quickly covering. Bailey with a wide-open look. Off target from three-point range.
He created the opening. He got the angle. Unfortunately, that miss is just on him.
And the layup's good off the glass.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Quickly the pass to Pirtle. Back to Quickly. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Here's Collier, quickly covering. Down low. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jakob Poeltl. That's his first foul.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Here's Collier, quickly covering.
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game.
Inside. Dick, that's good. Dick's got his second basket of the night.
Not just a jump shooter. Dick can operate inside that restricted area.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
I like their aggressiveness in that one. No one's going to give you anything. You've got to go out and take it.
That is the way they would like to play every night, but of course each opponent represents different challenges.
Markkanen against Barrett. Pass to Collier. There's the lob to Markkanen. Poeltl with the steal. Fast break Toronto. Barnes passes to Poeltl. And the dunk by Poeltl.
And he just is from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Here's Collier. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. Outside, Markkanen. Pass to Bailey. Here's Nurkic. Clock at 6. Shoots over Poeltl. Nurkic can't hit.
Well, that's 2 good players going at each other. Advantage to the defense that time.
Quickly kicks to Barnes. Offensive rebound. Poeltl. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Jazz trail by 11. Here's Collier. Down it goes. His third basket. He's now 3 for 4. Toronto's gone 3 of 4 on 3-pointers in the first quarter. Doing well from long range. Barnes passes to Quickly. Drops in the layup for 2.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
I briefly spoke with Darko Rajakovic. He told me when he was watching film of their opponent, what stood out was Lauri Markkanen's efficiency. Coach said Markkanen doesn't need high usage to be effective. He gets a lot of his points off of movement, and he brings versatility to this offense. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks. Filipowski with it, covered by Barnes. The shot by Filipowski, no good.
Those are the ones you definitely have to make. Sometimes with just enough defense to make a miss.
Excellent all-around performance so far. Hence the big lead.
Well, it's just an outstanding effort thus far. They've done a great job at both ends.
Now, here's Nurkic. Last game we saw him score 14.
And with his skill, Nurkic can score from anywhere on the court. But when you're 280, his skills probably better utilized inside.
Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for Toronto. Utah also making some changes. Sensabaugh is checked in. And it's Keontae George in for Collier. George passes to Filipowski. Here's Bailey. Barnes grabs the miss.
Nothing going his way this quarter offensively. Time to recalibrate.
And a player, Jim, who stuffs the stat sheet, Scotty Barnes.
Yeah, Kevin, he just has a great all-around game. But the thing I like the most, he's very unselfish. He will pass up a shot if a teammate has a better one. Yeah, he just hasn't been his night so far. And if he's unable to find his rhythm, this might be a long night for them.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Bailey with the ball. Dick defending. Bailey misses.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
And with each miss, you can feel him pressing just a little bit more.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Here's Sensabaugh after the Raptors pick up 2. George with the ball. Picked up by Barrett. It's good.
And nice touch inside. George can finish from all 3 levels.
Pass to Pirtle. It's Dick on the wing. Now, here's Barrett. He's guarded by Markkanen. Lowry for 3. Here's Pirtle. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Pirtle's got 6.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
And the Jazz call time here. This game against Toronto here, it's their first look at the Raptors.
And in their 2 matchups last season, they came up empty both times. Not really too shocking when you see how they fared overall.
Now, here's George. His scoring totals are something to take note of. He's averaging over 19 points a game. Shots good by Williams.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Near the three-point line, it's Ingram. Filipowski grabs the board. To the paint. Fader on the way. And Williams with the nice bucket inside. Williams has got his second bucket of the night. Left side, Barrett. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Williams against Ingram. No good on the shot. And it's Williams with the ball for the Jazz. 11-point game.
They've worked hard to get this lead. Can't start giving up easy slams all of a sudden.
Yeah, GA, that's right. And that was easy. Gift wrap for him.
That's the kind of play that can spark a run. A dunk like that energizes everyone on the team.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
So far, a great game plan and great execution, but we still have a long way to go.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Here's Lowry, and it's sent back by George.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Pass to Filipowski. Shot clock at 6. From 11 feet away, nice D from Barrett.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue. Oh, good execution there. Lowry with a pinpoint pass.
Jazz trail by 12. Now George. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, the Jazz have traded away a lot of their veterans. All-star Lauri Markkanen still remains. After a down-shooting season a year ago, perhaps he needs to build his value back up around the league before they would consider moving him.
He can heat up in a hurry, that's for sure. We appreciate the update. Thanks, Shams. And maybe more than any team in the West, GA, the Jazz, really committing to the rebuild.
Well, in the West, it seems like you got 13 or 14 teams all trying to win now. It just doesn't work that way. So it's not just about talent. It's also about timing.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark. And how's that for a move? The killer crossover. It's a thing of beauty.
We've got 28 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
Well, he is fighting through it right now, still looking to get his first make of the quarter, but it's been an ugly start.
Here's Sensabaugh. Nothing on the board. From 10 feet out, again the Jazz score.
So far, both teams scorching the Nets. You gotta love it.
Yeah, both ways. We're seeing a nice rhythm offensively. Now let's see which team can come up with some stops.
And so it's Toronto. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Raptors.
And, guys, I love the movement. Doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
And what about the collective effort so far from distance? Their shooters have been on point there.
Emmanuel quickly out there with Walter. Then it's Brandon Ingram and Murray Boyles in at the 4. That's the group for Toronto to start the second quarter.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Tries from 10, and it's quickly missing. Jazz trail by 7. Tries from 10. That one's a miss. His third shot of the game. He's made one of them. Here's Murray Boyle. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries. The Jazz shooting certainly a key for them in this one. 55% from the field. Here's George. A second chance effort. Hits. Count that one from Nurkic. Nurkic has got 8.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Scraping and clawing, doing everything he can to grow that lead.
Emphatic on the putback stuff.
Leaving some skin on the floor. Those are pure hustle points.
Nurkic the pass to Baylor. Outside Williams. 6 on the shot clock. Tips it up. There's Nurkic putting it right back in. Nurkic has got 6 in the quarter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
It's up a 3. Rebound by Nurkic. Jazz trail by 7. George, that's a 2-pointer. And they'll get another chance. The shot's good. Sensabaugh's got his second bucket tonight.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Walter, good.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Outside, George. Stolen. Now the Raptors moving it up. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Walter can't get it to go. And so George will bring it up for Utah. They trail by 7. Pass to Sensabaugh. Up again. There's Nurkic putting it right back in. Nurkic has got 12.
And this is where Nurkic gets a lot of his points, staying active even after the shot goes up.
And that one's good quickly.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Utah calls timeout. As we canvass the league and look at the landscape, some tremendous young talent on the wing, Tim. Who might be the best wing player 5 years down the road, say?
Well, I'm looking at Anthony Edwards right now because of the skill, the athletic ability, and then the competitive desire. I think he wants to be great. You'd also look at guys like Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, certainly. And then you've got a guy like Cade Cunningham in Detroit, who hasn't even started to scratch the surface.
Boy, you've made a great list of guys right there, for sure. And the Raptors making a change here. Barnes is checked in. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. Raptors leading by 8. Pass to quickly. Back to Ingram. Back to quickly. Out to the right wing. Walter. No good from outside.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Nurkic against Barnes. Nobody near Williams. Another miss by Utah. Toronto's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. And that one's good. Barnes. And now a 10-point Raptor lead.
Scotty Barnes right there showing you that strength. That's a nice job fighting through the contact.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey guys, Lauri Markkanen is a 7-footer with a touch, but he can also attack off the dribble. Referencing comparisons to Dirk Nowitzki, he said, quote, when someone hits a fadeaway jumper, they say, that's the Dirk. Maybe someday I'll get the drag step to be called the Lauri. Guys, back to you.
Ooh, that's a sweet move, too. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. Here's Collier. He's got 8. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. Well, most coaches will tell you, you need scoring in the paint to be successful. Here are some big men around the league that have been providing plenty of that over the last month. Scotty Barnes, 3rd.
That's as scary a collection of big men as you'd want to see. I mean, game planning for any of them is a challenge because you know how much defensive attention you're going to have to devote to them.
And it's not just their raw scoring numbers. It's also a physicality that can be intimidating.
The Raptors shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
He's perfect from the line this time. This seems to be an era, Tim, of parity in the NBA, but some say there has been a lack of rivalries as well, kind of the culprit.
Well, I think it's tough to have rivalries as often now because you need some sort of a history in the postseason, and I just don't think we've had it. Kevin, also, I think it's because some of the stars have changed teams as frequently as they have, makes those rivalries less likely.
Can you think of the last real rivalry we've had in the postseason, even going to the finals?
I think it has to be Steph's Golden State Warriors and LeBron's Cleveland Cavaliers, 4 straight finals appearances.
Here's Collier, and the layup falls. Collier's got 10.
Well, you want those shots anytime you can get them. High percentage at the rim.
Here's Walter. A three-pointer is right on target. And the Raptors lead by 13.
And after not scoring in the first, he's finally starting to get into a groove.
Pass to Bailey. And the call is going to be... Yes, it is. An illegal screen. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. Taking a look at Toronto. They've been in peak form as we've watched them play some tremendous basketball with an eye toward the postseason.
And seeing where the Raptors are, they had plenty of doubters before the season started, but I can't imagine there's anybody out there that's taking them lightly anymore.
They have been the surprise in the league this season, no doubt about that. I don't think anybody thought it would come together this quickly.
There's the lob to Markkanen. He can't get it to go.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, the timing was a little bit off, and it forced the miss.
Walter, good.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Jazz trailed by 19. Here's Collier. Rejected by Ingram.
And great use of length by Ingram. Able to reach out and get his hand on the ball for a block. And a moment here to take a look at the numbers for Barnes. His last 10 games have been exceptional. First in free throw shooting, and he's in the top 10 in field goal percentage. Really able to power his way to the bucket and finish through contact.
And it's nice when you have the NBA's best free throw shooter just keep the ball in his hands in clutch situations. He's been completely automatic this season. Walter can't get it to go. Williams with the ball, now guarded by Ingram. Markkanen from outside. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Barnes has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Ingram attacking.
Vicious finish by Ingram.
Jacoby Walter.
And the Jazz with possession here. Here's Collier. 10 points for him. Bailey with the ball. Pass to Nurkic. To stop the run. Count it. Good. Nurkic has got 16 points.
And more points for Nurkic. He can do this from time to time when he gets in a rhythm.
There's always a need for shot makers in the NBA, GA, and that's what Ace Bailey brings to the fore.
Bailey has a smooth jumper with a high release point that allows him to shoot over just about any defender. And when you pair that with his physical tools, his upside is through the roof.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. So timeout called here, the first for the Raptors. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
And you've got to love a team that can maintain its composure on the road. Take good shots and knock them down with confidence.
And if you want to see how well coached a team is, just look at their efficiency on offense. That's a testament to great coaching.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for the Raptors. Lowry comes in for Quickly. Back to Ingram. Lets it go with a three. Rebounded by the Jazz. Bailey with the ball. Out guarded by Ingram. Three-pointer, Markkanen. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, great production on the interior right now. 8 straight from inside.
Back to Lowry. Shot from 12. That one, no good.
Well, he's 0 for, but they're still winning, and that's really all that matters.
And Barnes comes to help. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Toronto with the ball. Raptors leading by 18. Ingram passes to Capella. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. Tim, and maybe I'm asking the wrong guy this, but are teams relying too much on the three-point shot?
Well, I do think there are nights I feel it becomes a little redundant, but the skill level of these players, Kevin, has led us here. More guys are capable of making that deep shot, so I don't see it going away anytime soon.
And the skill required to do it, no one knows that more than you. The skill required is just something else.
Consistency is what teams are looking for.
5 on the clock. Here's Collier. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open. And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
In this league, you run whenever you can. It's so much easier to score in transition.
Here's Collier. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Lowry's shot is good.
You got to give it up for Lowry's toughness. He's got that scorer's mentality. Some contact won't stop him from converting.
Filipowski passes to Bailey. Banked in off the glass. Bailey's got his first points of the night.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And Scotty Barnes epitomizes the term point forward. He can really initiate your offense.
Pass to Bailey. A 3. Krills the three-pointer. Bailey's got 5 points so far.
Love that look there, locating his teammate and creating an easy basket.
Here's Barnes, and again it's Toronto converting.
He has been in a great flow tonight, converting at a high rate.
Now recovering, and it's Bailey in the corner. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. He's got 6.
Nice pass by the rookie Bailey. They love seeing Ace set up others.
Tonight has just not been his night. It's that simple. Luckily, they have found success elsewhere.
And that one, good. Bailey's got 7 now in this quarter.
They found some room there along the baseline. Some space at the rim. Goes right up and puts it in without resistance.
Near the three-point line, it's Ingram. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Toronto. Feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. We'll return shortly.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Boy, a lot of energy in this arena tonight. The hometown fans getting after it. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaquille O'Neal's here. So is Kenny the Jet Smith. It's Toronto with the advantage at the half. They are way out in front, leading by 17. Kenny, what was your impression?
Well, the bench came in and helped them run away with this one. Tremendous job of getting loose, getting open, and drilling shots. You always want that spark off the bench, and these guys delivered.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Utah?
Definitely they need to get out and the three-point shooters and contest. Oh, this is what happens when another team identifies a weakness. It just keeps hammering on it.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. One guy who's been getting it done is Jusuf Nurkic.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Well, and I expect they're going to continue to lean on him as we continue in this game. Why not? The way he's playing right now offensively.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. So on the floor for Utah, Collier the point with Bailey on the wing. Nurkic is out there with Kyle Filipowski. And it's Markkanen in at the 3 spot. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court.
Utah ball.
Let's take this opportunity to show you the teams that have been the best three-point shooting squads over the last 10 games. Number 1, the Raptors.
And over the last few weeks, they have really used the three-point shot to their advantage.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, getting a high percentage look right out of the locker room to start the second half. Exactly what they were looking for.
Jazz trail by 17. Pass to Collier. And he lays it straight in. Collier's got 16.
Well, he's having a big scoring night, but he's doing it extremely efficiently. This is impressive.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
Here's Bailey. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. 9 points in the game so far.
A little contact like that isn't going to do much to alter Bailey.
And that one's good quickly.
I like the way they've established their offense to start the half. 3 straight makes.
Here's Collier quickly covering.
Yeah, everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
Raptors leading by 16. Pirtle kicks to quickly. And here's Barnes for 3. Good once again. That makes him 8 for 9 this game.
This is the second half start they were hoping for. 4 straight field goals out of the gate.
Markkanen passes to Collier. With some arc, and that's 2 points on the layup.
Watching the trajectory on a floater never gets old. One of the most fun ways to score that this league has.
So, Tim, you ended your NBA career a little bit early because of knee problems, and at 34, you made the transition to broadcasting, and it excelled so much. What has that journey been like?
Well, certainly, Kevin, I wish I could have played another handful of years, but you're right. The knee injury forced me into this line of work, and I'm blessed and grateful because I can stay connected to the game. I get to watch it every night with a front row seat, and hopefully I get to make people a little bit smarter about what they're watching.
Oh, you do. Believe me, you definitely do.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. Man, rolling.
Here's Collier. Add that basket to his impressive total. Brings him to 10 for 14.
Now that's where you like your shots to come from.
Here's Dick. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Keontae George picks one up.
And you look at Grady Dick's physical gifts, and you see it's all there. Size, length, careful training, and hard work could make him into something special.
And both free throws good for Dick.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Here's Collier, quickly covering. And Nurkic gets it to go. Nurkic has got 20.
That's just a smart play right there. The right pass to a ready shooter.
Here's Dick. Sinks the triple.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
And George, here we go. Here's Filipowski. That one goes. Count it. Filipowski's got 10 points.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Well, for what he lacks in height, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
And Filipowski now top of the key. Here's Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
Yeah, you can't allow Nurkic to get that kind of position. When you do, he is going to rattle that rim. And what a fantastic start here to the second half. They have yet to miss.
You know, Tim, we see a lot of talented wings in this NBA. Where does R.J. Barrett separate himself?
Well, he's very difficult when he puts it on the deck, Kevin. He's got some moves, and he's got an array of finishes, both the layup package, or he can pound it on your head.
And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession. And now we'll look at the upcoming schedule for the Jazz. On Tuesday, they'll go up against the Pacers in Indiana. Then on Thursday, they'll go up against Russell Westbrook and the Atlanta Hawks.
And for their matchup with Orlando, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a tremendous challenge.
Pass to Filipowski. Outside, George. And it's blocked.
Oh, you have a feeling this would be a completely different game if it wasn't for his brutal shooting performance.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Second personal foul.
And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Jusuf Nurkic.
And you can't get too wrapped up in the numbers, but sure, his rebounding volume has indeed been decreasing. Is that a function of physicality, alterations to playing style? Possibly. One thing for certain, you hope the decline isn't attributed to a lack of effort.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Sensabaugh is checked in, and it's Williams in for Collier. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. LeBron James talked winning teams. He said to be successful, you got to have one, possibly 2 stars, but at the end of the day, you have to have those soldiers around them. You got to have the supporting cast and the rest of those guys that are going to be ready to go. Back to you guys.
Yep, a team effort. Allie LaForce with that report. Great job as always, Allie. Thanks. And George gets it to go. George has got 6.
And you could tell by the reaction there, the crowd loved it.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Quickly.
Those are the type of turnovers that kill you. Just an unforced error.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for Pirtle. Utah is shooting about 59% from the floor offensively. They've been running without a hitch. Good on the shot.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Lets it go from the wing, and another basket for Toronto.
He has yet to miss a single shot. What a night he's having.
George passes to Filipowski. A nice shot by George. George has got 4 points in the quarter.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And Barrett slams it in.
Well, R.J. Barrett right there playing with an edge. I want to see more of that from him.
Now, here's George. 8 points for him. Pass to Sensabaugh. Back to George. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. It's tipped. To the inside. Now, here's Barrett. A three from Quickly. Hits it from three-point range. Quickly's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Raptors. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Raptors.
A high-effort brand of defense has been paying off for them in this one. They've managed to either block or alter a ton of their opponent's shots.
I really like their effort in transition tonight, constantly pushing the pace and then turning that into points.
Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for Toronto. Love check in for the Jazz.
Gotta love the control Ingram has with the basketball.
Capella against Love. Shoots over Capella. Hits a hand on it. It's good on the putback. Sensabaugh's got 6.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession.
Not sure what exactly happened there. It didn't look like they were on the same page.
And the Raptors making a change here. Lowry's checked in. Love up top. Capella covering. Offensive rebound.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Well, you see this all too often. The effort has to be there first.
Good ball movement here by the Raptors. And the dunk by Capella.
And how about his athleticism for a big man? Capella is able to make plays above the rim.
To the middle. Here's Sensabaugh. Another shot. And Capella sends it back. Inside. Here's Murray Boyle. They recover it. To the inside. That's tipped. Outside, George. That 3 off the mark. Toronto's gotten all 4 of the three-point shots to go down since halftime. They're lighting it up here. Here's Dick. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Dick's got 13 points here in the second half alone. Lowry covering. Outside Williams. Six to shoot. And he banks in the layup. Williams has got 8 points. Toronto shooting a magnificent 69% in this game. Ingram kicks to Lowry. Launches a 3. And they recover it. And yes, it's good.
And I love it when Ingram works for that high percentage look. Such a high basketball IQ.
From 11 feet away, Toronto grabs the miss. Capella's got 4 rebounds now tonight to the paint. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. Why don't we go to the 2K leaderboard? Over the past month, these teams have been playing a very entertaining brand of basketball. Number 1, the Raptors.
I mean, it's about the pace they've played with here offensively. They don't look like they're showing any signs of slowing down.
For 3, Ingram falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
Sensabaugh, no good.
That's just unlucky. You don't mind him taking that shot at all.
Pass to Dick. And the call will be on Keontae George. That'll be his second foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
A different look for Utah. Hendricks is checked in, and Bailey subbed in for Keontae George. And the three ball is good.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
Jazz shooting an outstanding 55% from the field since the half. You know, their execution has been on point. Hendricks passes to Williams. Ingram with the steal. Outside Lowry. Here's Walter. That falls. Nice speed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got his 6th assist on the night. Lowry covering. Pass to Bailey. To the wing on the left. Clock at 6. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far.
And at about 6'9", Bailey is good at using that size inside. Looking like a polished vet on that tape.
Basket counts. Ingram's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now. He's just trying to close it out.
Grady Dick, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Toronto. And of everything he's doing well, it's his scoring that you point to first. Already 22 points in this game. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, he made it look simple, but that's not always easy to execute.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Garrett Temple is out there with Lowry. Then it's Brandon Ingram. And it's Mamu Kalashvili in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Lowry covering. Tim, as we look at the area of modern medicine, isn't it amazing how it's helping extend playing careers?
Yeah, it's really incredible, Kevin, how these procedures now are so much less invasive. Guys come back sooner and they're able to play longer. Just look at Klay Thompson gifting his 2022 championship ring to the doctor who performed his Achilles surgery. Now that's the kind of impact these doctors are having.
It really is amazing. Outside Williams. Here's Hendricks. He's covered by Ingram. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Ingram.
Yeah, easy call.
First team foul. At the line for the Jazz, Kenyon Martin Jr. 2 shots.
That's good from Martin. It's checked in for Toronto. And a switcher also for Utah. Love's checked in. And both free throws good for Martin. Toronto shooting an unbelievable 70%. You won't see a performance like this too often. It's good.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
About a minute and a half into the 4th quarter now. And he gets the bucket.
Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
Lets it go. Temple can't get it to go.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Well, that's just a wasted opportunity.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. And the Raptors call time here. You know, GA, one great thing about the NBA, well, there are many things, but one great thing is that there's always new talent coming through the ranks.
Yeah, I mean, the future is bright. And Kevin, I really like this year's draft class. Man, we just continue to add exciting young talent to the mix.
Ball through. Big hearts. One more time, Gio. Let's hear it for your Raptors.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Down low. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, the way this game has gone, I'm actually not surprised it was that easy for him.
Pass to Hendricks. And here's Love. Lays it up off the glass.
And that touch around the rim is just great from Love.
Toronto, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Bulls from the top of the key. And that one's good. Battle.
Better to be lucky than good. Got that shot to fall.
Over to the left wing. Left side, Love. The shot from the low post is good. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. From 15 feet away, and again, it's Toronto converting.
Yeah, he's going to knock that down if you give it to him. Uncompetitive there defensively.
Well, if you're going to give him that shot, he will take it any time.
Here's Martin, and that one drops. Martin's got 6 points in the quarter. The Raptors have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Here's the break. Williams for 3. And it's Mamukelashvili with the rebound. Pass to Walter. Rebound by Williams. And it's Williams with the ball for the Jazz. Got a piece of it. One thing we see sometimes, players opting to represent themselves when it comes to signing a contract. In other words, Tim, they don't have an agent. Why do you think that is?
Well, I think most players, Kevin, understand that the numbers are pretty set, particularly for the superstar. You know you're going to get a supermax. Why not keep more of what you make? Why pay an agent?
That's a good point. Love outside. Inside. Tries from 7. And there's another one for the Jazz.
Nice read from the big guy. Love. His teammates appreciate that selfless attitude.
Here's Murray Boyle. Lays it up and banks it in.
And that's the shot they were looking for, right under the hoop.
Pass to Williams. To the inside. Hendricks. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Williams has got 3 assists in the game. Here's Battle, covered by Martin. Here's Murray Boyle. Hands it from downtown.
With the level of talent from beyond the arc these days, you have to treat everyone like a shooter.
Pass to Martin. Here's Hendricks. And it's Mamukelashvili with the rebound. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
Defensively, you can't afford to give him that kind of look, especially down this many points.
One more miscommunication at the defensive end. Just brutal. It can't happen.
Love. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Hendricks. And the physical defense, not enough to stop Love. He's just too strong down low.
Mamukelashvili passes to Battle. From 13, and another basket for Toronto.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
Mamukelashvili has gone 4 for 4 shooting tonight. Love outside. Takes the 3. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay. Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Utah's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Hendricks. Now Williams. Three-pointer on the way. And it's Mamukelashvili with the rebound. Mamukelashvili has got his 4th rebound in this one. Lowry passes to Mamukelashvili. Here's Battle. And that's collected by Love. Jazz shooting it very well tonight, around 57%. Here's Martin. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Wow, that is just great work, and he got rewarded with that tip-in.
Pass to Murray Boyle. Outside for Lowry. Here's Murray Boyle. From 13, and another basket for Toronto.
He is dialed in right now, perfect from the field this quarter.
Here's Hendricks. And it's Murray Boyles with the rebound. That shot off. There's the lob to the hoop and finished off by Martin.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. Here's Williams. And it's Murray Boyles with the rebound. Murray Boyles has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Releases. No basket. That's his 5th miss in 11 attempts from the floor. That shot misses. Good work defensively by Lowry. Here's Battle. He's guarded by Williams. Misses the layup. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for the Raptors. R.J. Barrett comes in for Walter. Williams against Barrett. And that one goes. Feeding him with the lead pass.
After a forgettable first half, he is turning it on now. You love to see this kind of resilience.
Sensabaugh. First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for your Raptors, Murray Boyles. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. But Lepowski, he's checked in for the Jazz. Both good from the line that time. Utah's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Pass to Nurkic. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Nurkic has got 24 points. Toronto's gone 2-3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. And he comes up with the deuce.
And just so crafty around the hoop. Lowry probably 6 feet at best, but and he can slip inside and score with the best of them.
Here's Nurkic, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Nurkic has got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, scoring off of missed shots. That's a big part of his game.
Here's Murray Boyle. Buries it from three-point range.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
And all of that success from the three-point line will open up driving lanes. Let's see if they can take advantage of that as well.
Personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for the Jazz.
And he makes the first.
2 shots.
And so he hits both. 1:46 left in the fourth quarter. Toronto's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Toronto recovering. Pass to Sensabaugh. Leaps for it. And once again, off the mark by Utah.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Raptors.
They had a fantastic play from the bench.
And this team has great depth, and they showed it in this game.
And the effort here tonight, adding to the W count for the season. It will go down as their 48th win.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Grady Dick.
If this were a crime scene, he would be questioned because his fingerprints are all over it.
Utah's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0-4 since the start of the final quarter.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Toronto shooting nearly 70% from the floor. They are putting on a clinic offensively. Pass to Williams. To the middle. Shots good by Sensabaugh.
Got the ball right inside. Such a well-timed pass.
So it's Toronto now. For three, Barrett. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
What a great performance. They have given the fans their money's worth.
Yep, that one goes in there.
At this point, they're just trying to get back in sync. You want to play a good brand of basketball.
Well, they have finally found something that's working, but it's against a defense that clearly has led up since they have the lead.
Here's Williams, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Wow, what a smart play. He recognizes the smaller defender on him and takes it right to the rim.
Shot from free throw range. They grab their own miss, and the dunk by Purdy.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Well, defensively, you've got to put a body on him. That guy will ruin you on the offensive glass.
And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. They poured it on tonight, dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. This is the NBA.